Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We're actually on location right now in Marrakech. I'm with my amazing travel buddy. You'll find her Instagram handle is Fatuma, but her Insta is Fasadik1. And
yeah, weird one.
she has been my travel buddy, my low-key photographer, emotional support.
Everything. We've been here for each other.
So we're gonna do a quick guide for everyone because I've gotten heaps of people, like I've been posting photos of our travel, and a lot of people have been asking us like, where do you go, what do you do, how much does things cost? So we're just gonna do a quick guide for everyone. So we landed in Casablanca. That was the first city that we landed in, and we were there for 2 days.
Yeah, 2 nights. Yeah,
2 nights, and we heard a lot of our friends and a lot of people who told us there's not much to do in Casablanca, and we're like, no, we're gonna 2 days is not enough time. But when we got there, we pretty much finished all the tourist attractions in a day.
Yeah, it's really not worth staying there much longer, to be honest.
It was like the Hassan Mosque. Is that what they call it? I'll put all the names as on this video. So there's the Hassan Mosque. If you're a fan of Casablanca the movie, you can go to Rick's Cafe, which I'll also include in my description, and get a cool meal, like get a meal. They have really good food, or get a coffee, just to say, like, to see where it was filmed if you're a fan. But other than that,
there's really not much, especially because we came in the winter. I think there's really not much to do in Casablanca at this time of the year.
yeah.
But maybe at other times, maybe you can go to the beach and so on. But for us, it just didn't make sense because it's too cold.
Yeah, it's winter time now. So actually, this is another thing. You should check the timings of when you're booking your holiday. Like, it looks sunny in our pictures, and yes, it's warm. Like, I can take off my jacket, but then
During the day, yeah.
at night it gets to 1 degree, so it's really cold.
Yeah.
So definitely beach days we're not
Not an
we're not on our list.
Swimsuits were not used on this trip for sure.
Okay, so then we went to the train station. We went to Casa Voyager, yes, and that was where we caught the train from Casablanca to Marrakech. The train ride was 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we got first class because, you know, we wanted to be all bougie and at least have some space and have the whole experience. But it's basically a cabin, and each cabin has 6 people, so 3 people facing each other.
Yeah.
And if you're carrying heavy things, just know if there's no person there to help you, you actually have to put your things on the top of your seat. So just keep that in mind the next time you're traveling, if you want to know if you want to go by train or air or whatever might be easier for you. Because if you have 3 lots of luggage,
It's a struggle.
it's gonna be really hard. Yeah.
And then also just in terms of the train, there isn't like power sockets or anything like that. It's a very basic train, but it's comfortable, very big seats. It was still pretty nice, to be honest.
Yeah, it was nice. We got the view all the way from Casablanca to Marrakech.
Yeah.
And there was heating. That was actually the most important thing. It was freezing in the morning. We were there at 9 in the morning, where it's literally like what, 2 or 3 degrees, and there was heating in that train. So that was the best part.
Yeah.
So we got here in 3 hours, and as soon as we got into Marrakech, we were staying in a villa. So we weren't staying in the city, but if you have a hotel in the city, the taxis are around
50 dirham from the train station to like basically anywhere within the Medina.
Yeah.
Because we were staying at the villa outside of the main like Marrakech city.
Yeah.
We were going out about half an hour, 40 minutes away is where we were staying. So we were paying about 300 dirham each way.
Yeah. So their dirham conversion is around 9.6, or I like to just say divided by 10. So you would be spending, if you're staying in the Medina, which is the city, which most people were staying, we'd be paying $5 for a cab.
Yeah.
But we were staying 40 minutes away in a villa with 2 of our other friends who left. And yeah, ours cost $30 per trip. So I guess, you know, it was worth it because we got to see both how it would be to live outside of a little bit outside of the city, and then now we're staying in the city, so everything is just super cheap to get around. The next thing is accommodation. When you're picking your accommodation, like the first thing, it was cheaper for us to first stay in a villa because we had 2 of our other friends. So every night was 220 or 250 euros.
Yeah, each night was 250 euros. Yeah.
So each night was 250 euros. That ends up being 60 or 70 euros each night. So it's really not expensive if you're splitting it with a lot of people. You get a private pool, you get a whole villa to yourself. It's just fabulous that it's just a fabulous experience, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a private space. We could have our own little parties on our own. It was just a little bit more intimate, I think, being at the villa than staying like in the city, because I think if we were in the city, we'd be more inclined to go out more, to get more outside experience.
Yeah, but because we knew we had more days here, we didn't mind that. And then as soon as they left, we just got we stayed in a riad inside the city, which I'll also tag. Like I'll put some videos up so you guys can see it. It's Riyadh Palais Sevan, and that's another thing here. The main language is French and Arabic, but mostly French.
Yeah.
So if you can and although most people we speak to can speak English.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. Most people can, but it would help you if you could speak French.
Even a little basic French, honestly, will get you a long way here.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of directions and stuff
Taxi
like that.
drivers, store owners. They'd probably even give you like a nice discount, a better discount than we've been getting if you could speak the language, I feel.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you'd feel like you're one of them.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that.
Although, like, I've still been getting the local discounts, I feel, just because they think I'm from here.
They're in love with her. Every man here wants to marry her. They've been offering me free things. I'm very willing to take them. So I guess if you're a bit flirty, or like, she's not even flirty with them. She just walks past them and they're like, here's a free carpet if you want it. So I guess it's also like, yes, who you are when you come here.
Yeah, I think if they see you look like a Muslim, and if you're, I guess they're just into it. They're like, okay, you're one of us. Come here. Yeah.
Okay, so the best places, or what we can say, I don't know if we should start with the markets. The markets, when you're buying your things, just know you need to haggle. So it's haggle, haggle, haggle. No price is ever the price.
In fact, it's always double the price, or what
literally
you should
split it
pay.
in half and start there, if not even less, because like some are just outrageous.
Yeah.
How much
And they're just ready to rip you off, to be honest. They see tourists and they're just ready to rip you off. So.
And some people are gullible enough to pay it, so they're not losing out on anything by giving us those high prices. It's us who are losing out.
Yeah.
So I think it's called Gemma El Fna, and that's like the main area, like the main square where you'll find like the snake charmers, the henna, the women who do henna on your arms, the monkeys, and from there it leads you inside the souk. So when you go into the souk is when you can get, I was actually shocked to see they have a lot of imitation items. So like you can buy fake Gucci, pretty much fake anything. Anything you want, you can find it.
Shoes, Yeezys, Adidas, whatever.
Yeah.
Nike, Air Max, whatever you can think of. They've got an imitation, honestly.
Like I was expecting to come here and it would be like, oh, spices, oh, little cute gems. No, the beginning of the souk is basically all of that commercialism, like the whole commercial high-end fake things, and then as soon as you go inside the riad, like you just have to work your way in, and then you get to everything, which is like the argan oil, which they make here from scratch, like they make them here.
Right.
What else? It's so much.
You can get a lot of spices, you can get argan oil, you can get a lot of other beauty products made from argan oil, like scrubs, and of course black soap is one of the big things they sell here, the Moroccan black soap, which they use for hammam treatments. There's lots of like leather products that they make here because they do their own leather here. A lot of ceramic items as well.
Literally everything.
Wooden specific
Wooden
like wooden
boxes.
boxes and stuff like that. It's all these
Rugs.
crafty things that they make themselves.
All handmade.
Yeah.
All yeah.
And they're all so unique, and that's the charm of everything that you buy here. You just feel like you got a gem, honestly.
Legit.
Because it's all unique. Like your ceramic bowl will not look like the one next door, you know, and your leather handbag is different to the one next to it.
This is one of her bags.
I love it. I'm obsessed with this little bag.
It's all leather. It's handmade, and I think this was $35.
Yeah.
And he started with.
I think it was like $70.
He started with 70, so there you go. We got it for half price, but also because he was in love with her. But yeah, pretty much that's your guide. Always half the price because you'll kind of know where to start from. Like, don't take 50 off of there. Like, don't take $5 off it and then say, okay, I got a discount. No.
Yeah, and part of the charm of, to be honest, Marrakech is walking through the souk.
Yeah.
So you can spend the whole day walking around and not buy a single item because it's just beautiful things to look at. We've gone to several shops, looked at it, and just be like, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
So that's part of the experience. So don't be in a hurry to run through the shops. There's so many shops, you'll never finish them. I don't think so. There's just another section you can go to and find new things. So
we've been at the souk every day.
Every day we've been at the souk.
Every day, guys. Like, even when we're like, no, we're gonna do something else, we'll start with that something else and then end up at the souk. Because there's just so much happening. You feel like you're in the heart of Marrakech. We even went to the new Medina, which is your new town, where that's another place. If you want to get the Zara's and the H&M's and all of that, it's a new section, very fancy of the city. And that's where your Radisson Blues and, you know, all of the fancy hotels are. But it's very commercial. It's what you'd get in Europe. It's exactly what you'd get in a lot of other countries. When you go into Old Medina, or where we're staying, which is inside a riad is like a boutique hotel inside the souk. And everything is super authentic, and you're in the heart of everything. So I personally would recommend that for anyone, because you can stay at a Radisson Blu pretty much anywhere else. Yeah. Not bagging the hotel, because they're fabulous, but you know,
if you
it's
want an
more
authentic experience, for sure. A riad is a better choice.
Yeah. Okay, so the top places to eat. We're actually sitting in the best place. We've been here too many times.
I love it. Obsessed with this place. I'm gonna miss it so much.
It's called Les Jardins. The food, guys, you will never regret it. I just had lamb chops. Like, everything is just so good. And the price range is between $7 or $6 for some starters, all the way to $10, $16 per meal. So yeah, it ranges
very
in between
fair, to be
there.
honest. It's not too bad to price. And the food is so delicious. I don't think we've had even one item we haven't eaten.
I haven't even had
the
one.
different times that we've been here.
And we started with getting little
atmosphere.
starters as well, so we tried pretty much everything just to have a taste of it, and we just fell in love.
Yeah, and the atmosphere here is incredible. Like, it's just
Yeah,
beautiful.
it really is.
So beautiful.
It really is. Then there's Nomad, which also I'll include in the video. If you guys want to have like a once-off, very bougie experience, we went to Dar Mocha, which is sensational. You go in, it's like a full course, like beginning to end. Like, I don't know if it's six meals we got. It was so crazy.
It was like a full course, I think. It was
4 to 5 course meal. It cost us $55 per person, not including alcohol or drinks, but it's something I will never forget.
Yeah, we had like live music. You know, the whole setting of the restaurant is incredibly beautiful. The food, every course was delicious. Honestly. We just had a really, really good night. It was a really, really good evening.
It's a very good evening.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you're in that square that we were telling you about, the famous one, I would go to Le Dress. That's actually the first place we went to the first day that we got here, and again, it overlooks the whole square, so you can see all the vendors. It's just it's nice. It's a good view.
Yeah, and especially at sunset, it's really breathtaking.
So good.
So for sure, you have to check it out. And make sure you get on the terrace. Don't be scared of stairs like me.
Yeah, don't sit downstairs. Go upstairs. There's like 3 levels, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's also Argana, which is a restaurant right next to it, which also we tried, but I would still pick the dress any time of day. The Argana was just because we wanted to try
Argana
it.
was it was good enough food, but it was not as special.
Yeah.
It's not as special.
Again, we've also tried food in the Riyadh.
Yeah.
So where we were actually staying, because they make it like the food was super authentic.
Their breakfast
Yeah.
has been amazing. There's
So
some
good.
eggs they make there every morning. I'm just like, how do they do it? Explain how you made this egg.
Legit, it's actually
So-
the best breakfast.
Yeah.
We had dinner there as well, which I loved.
Yeah.
Trying to think, if you want to have like another fancy experience, you might want to try I can't pronounce
La
it.
Mamunia.
La Mamunia. You'll find it in a lot of these like famous travel blogger pages. I'll post some pictures. Basically, the best thing I would suggest if you're not staying there is that just say you want to go there for some tea, or you're working for a travel agency back in your home country and you want to check the hotel out, and they'll let you in, because it's super exclusive and they don't let just anyone walk in. And that's when you can get the best photos that you literally have wanted about Morocco. That's they have a really cool pool, and the tiling is stunning, so that's worth it. They also have a casino attached to it, so if that's your cup of tea, there you go.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's a very beautiful hotel for sure, and it's if you have the time,
Yeah,
it would be something cool to check out. But it's as you said, very exclusive place.
it's a
so-
very exclusive. Like all the movie stars, basically, when they come here, stay there. It's like $1,000-something a night, but it's worth it to just go inside.
yeah.
Okay, so our top things to do while you're here. For me, the one thing, because I'm in love with fashion, was the YSL Museum. They had the Yves Saint Laurent Museum, which was just spectacular.
Yeah, just to know where he started and how he fell in love with Marrakech, how he incorporated it into his art.
Yeah.
It was really a cool experience, to be honest.
And all the old pieces that he had all through the years are all kept in the museum, so you get to actually go from like beginning to end and the history behind each piece, and it was definitely one of my top. Next door to it, there's Le Jardin Majorelle, which is the one with the famous blue building inside and the cactuses everywhere.
Yeah, which was basically where Yves Saint Laurent used to live.
Yeah.
When he was here in Marrakech, and when he passed away, they made it kind of like a museum for you to come to take your pictures.
In his honor, and it's just beautiful. Like, it's worth it, guys.
Totally stunning.
Yeah.
The pictures you'll get there, honestly, stunning.
Yeah. Also, another thing, entrance was $18, but that got
For
us
both.
into
Three, actually, yeah.
museums. It was the Yves Saint Laurent Museum, Le Jardin, the garden, and then to go into there's another
The Berber Museum.
yeah, which
The
is
Berber are the original people who came into Morocco.
yeah. And it's basically how they would dress. There's a lot of pieces of what they would dress in and their history and their tools, and I definitely think it was worth it going in there.
For sure.
Yeah. But they didn't let us take any videos or pictures, guys, so I'm so sorry. I just have to describe how the
It was,
things
yeah.
inside.
Right.
Although I tried to take some sneaky videos, but I don't think it worked. Another thing is the mosques. So there's a lot of mosques around the city, but there's a main one.
I forget what it's called.
I'll put the name in this video and a video of it. It's beautiful. It's worth it. It's worth it just to go there and look at it and
Take pictures again
Pretty
at
much.
sunset. It looks stunning because you can see the sky.
yeah, because guys, everything is for the Instagram photos.
I mean, just saying. Just saying. No, but it's part of the experience as well, to be honest. But because Marrakech, to be honest with me, it's picturesque. If
That's
you're not
pretty
taking
much it.
pictures in Marrakech, I mean, I don't know what else you'd be doing.
That's actually so true.
Everything is like art. Everything is like art.
Even the houses, even the tiling. Like, there's some things I even
Incredible.
asked her. I was like, if I did this in my house, it would
wouldn't
never
work.
look the same.
Yeah, it would
because
never work.
the way they match colors and the way they do it traditionally is just, it's indescribable. I'll have to show you guys in the videos because I couldn't even believe it until I saw it. Another thing is, I would suggest when you guys come out of the airport, I'm just backtracking a little bit, but you need to get a SIM card. If you get a SIM card, it'll literally save you the whole trip because
Our SIM cards didn't work when we landed.
yeah.
Yeah.
from our country, from Kenya. Our Safaricom just didn't work. So we got one of the local SIM cards, and there's two main SIM cards to get. We just got, I can't even remember the brand.
In Yuri, I don't know, something like that.
I'll include it again in this video. And literally, like, you get stuck in the souks, you pull out your Google Maps, because it's a maze, guys. To get in and out is ridiculous. So we've pulled out our Google Maps each time and worked our way through. But you'll find some people coming up to you and saying, oh, can I help you? And then all of a sudden they're leading you through the souk, and they're going to expect payment to lead you through it.
Yeah.
So
or they just lead you to some random argan oil factory, and you're like, how did I end up here? But it's like a scam here, and I don't understand. Like, somebody pretends to be assisting you, but they're really not.
They're really not. Someone led us into a pharmacy to go show us how, like, to buy products.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to avoid all of that, just get a SIM card.
Yeah. And use your map. Just say, I know where I'm going. I'm good.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and find your way. Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. You just enjoy the culture, enjoy the whole place, and
the food, everything. Honestly, it's just beautiful here.
And that's pretty much our guide to Morocco. Just enjoy yourself. Bring your camera, bring all your power cables. Have a list of all the places that you want to go, and that's literally been our trip. Like, and enjoy every moment of it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay, guys. Okay, well, thank you for checking out the video. Check out all my other videos. I'm going to be posting more, and I'll actually link also an article to all the guides and links for you guys to all these amazing places we've spoken about. Okay,
Take care.
bye.